Greetings and welcome to the Principles of Accounting course by StudySpace. This is our last chapter for the course, and here we'll be studying how disposals of non-current assets are treated. So when a non-current asset has run its course and its life period is over, we sell off the non-current asset for whatever value or price that we can. So as we studied, the initial entry for a depreciation expense is that depreciation expense in our income statement is debited and accumulated depreciation is credited. Now we will be looking at how to treat disposals. So the first entry for a disposal shall be that the disposal account will be debited by the cost of the asset, and the asset itself, let's say asset A, will be credited. Similarly, the accumulated depreciation. So now we will look at the entry. What we're going to do is accumulated depreciation debit and disposal account credit. So that will close off the depreciation and that will close off the disposal. Lastly, we will look at how the disposal account states. Sometimes after a change, what we predicted is not the value, the salvage value of our asset, and we incur a gain or a loss. So let's say in the case of this particular asset, our cost was 5,000 and our accumulated depreciation was 3,000. So the remaining value of the asset should have been 2,000, but since the value fell, the remaining value of the asset came as, let's say, 1,800. So there's still a balance of here of 200, right? We're going to fill that void by writing 200 here as loss. This is going to be cash or proceeds from sale, and this is going to be the asset itself. So the entry that will be formed in this scenario then will be, first I forgot to write one entry, which the entry for proceeds would be that we received cash debit and we have disposal credit. However, normally this entry is written along with the one that I'm about to show you for loss. So then what we're going to do is loss on disposal, which would go in our income statement as debit, and disposal account credit. So now moving forward, let's look at a scenario when there's a gain. So let's take the same exact example, but let's just change it. Let's just assume that the proceeds from sale, instead of being 1,100, were say 2,400. In the case where the proceeds were 2,400, then we have a gain. Of 400. So this gain would be recorded here by just changing the entry to its opposite, which would be disposal debit and our gain would be credited in our income statement. Now moving forward, we will look at how other non-current assets are treated. So the other two types of non-current assets are, firstly, natural resources. Natural resources are not depreciated but instead undergo the process of depletion, which accounts for how much has been consumed out of these natural resources and how much is left. The formula used for depletion is normally total cost minus salvage value over total estimated units available. Through this formula, we deplete the natural resources every year till the natural resources run out. Now, the second type of non-current asset that is important is intangible non-current assets. Such assets have no physical form but are extremely important to their owners. Such assets can be goodwill, that can be the name of the company, and patents and other such assets which can be useful towards the company. These assets are amortized over a certain period of time by breaking down their value and then charging it against these assets every year till the asset's value is completely diminished or reduced. There's no particular formula for amortization, but rather the value is just divided over a period of time. So their value is just divided over the number of years that they are thought to exist till they are completely diminished. And that is it for this chapter and this particular course. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope it was informative. As for other exemplary questions and other practice questions, you can always refer to the book as it has ample of questions. And this course was brought to you by Study Space. I hope it helped you increase your knowledge, and I hope you look for further courses such as our advanced courses of financial accounting and management accounting. Thank you very much.